Better Greens LLC continues to bring you quality, nutritive, organic greens. And right now, it's been very dry. There's a certain degree of mechanics involved in growing these plants. Like you see, we have the tractors and other implements that we do use, but there's a lot of it that goes in manually. You have to tender to these things like you care for your babies. So we are spot watering these plants so they can grow well. Why? Because we haven't had water or rain in the past couple of days, about a week or so. So it's pretty dry here and it's hot. So we have to get the plants growing. So that's why we're spot watering right now, to give them that boost so that when we get rain, hopefully in the next coming days, you know, they will be on their way to grow and to become very healthy plants for your consumption. So that's what we do here at Better Greens LLC.
All right, Mr. Vitalis, I'm really curious to know, like, what motivated you to become like a farmer in America? What was your motivation? What was the reason for you not to be doing the normal regular thing that we do in America, which is 9 to 5, and you choose farming instead?
Well, thank you for that question. I know it's a question that's in the mind of so many people when they come to learn, you know, what I do here in terms of farming. Myself and my wife, who's not here right now, we divide and conquer. That's how we do it.
Yeah.
That's a question that is in a lot of our viewers' minds. It's the minds of just people who are being curious, right? Especially our brothers and sisters that come from the continent like us.
Yeah.
First of all, what I can say is that I have done all the 9 to 5s, you know. I've done my bit of that, so I've paid my dues.
Yeah.
I understand how that works. And I just feel like there's more to what I have as a potential, as a person to give,
Yeah.
than just, you know, clogging in, clogging out. So that aside, but I think the number one motivation is my passion. I love to garden, I love to farm. As maybe some people might know, I grew up in a farm. I grew up in a farm in Africa, in a village in Cameroon, the northwestern region of Cameroon. That's where I grew up. And my dad was a farmer, my mom as well. That's where, you know, we fed ourselves. That's where we fund ourselves. That's where we take care of ourselves, you know. So that's been part of me growing up. So I've always been drawn to nature. I've always been drawn to plants, to, you know, animals and things like that. I think it's just that part of me growing up in that environment.
Yep.
And so I started having like a little garden in my backyard, and that became a little plot of land in somebody's backyard that was a little bigger than what was in my backyard. And then the interest of the community, friends and family began to spur the idea that, you know, this can be monetized. And then I began thinking, you know, like, okay, you know, there's a lot of farming going on in this country. America is known for its agriculture
Potential, yeah.
potential,
Yeah.
if you will. And so I said, well, if I grew up in that environment, why don't I combine my knowledge of growing up in a farm with the technology that exists today to make it better, right? Because again, what scares us is how it used to be
Back home,
and
yeah.
very difficult to do back home.
Yeah.
And so we didn't like that. I mean, growing up as a kid, I didn't like that. And a
Yeah.
lot of people sharing that.
Exactly.
So, I just wanted to do something different. I'm an entrepreneur by heart, you know.
All right.
So I always love to start new things, especially things that I'm passionate about. So this is not just the only thing I do. This is one of our businesses. You know,
all right.
We own a couple other businesses that I will spare you the time mentioning right now. But you know, I wear a couple of different hats.
All right.
This is just one of them, and I do it with passion. When I'm here, I do it like I'm here 100%, you know.
All right.
Make it right, make it good. People love it. Yeah, you know. My idea of this is to, you know, grow it to a very big industry. You know, we struggle with getting the kind of vegetables and the food items that we love to eat in our community, right?
Yeah.
A lot of those come from Africa, and we struggle getting those here. Even those that we have come from Africa, they come in very poor quality because it takes time. You know,
yeah.
These things depreciate.
Yes.
And so I thought, why don't we grow up something that is fresh right here in America? Why don't we grow those same vegetables that we grew up eating back in Africa right here in the United States? You know, so you can be able to get it on your dinner table within days of the time that it was harvested.
Exactly.
Right? Fresh and good quality. Still has its, you know, nutritive content and all that good stuff that we want in our vegetables. And besides, they're very healthy, you know. And it's an opportunity to also, you know, put into the mainstream America, if you will, you know, the value of the things that we eat, the value of the food, the diet that we have in our culture. I think it's very important, and it's very nutritive, medicinal to a certain extent, and I love to share that. I like to share that knowledge with people, with the Americans, with, you know, people from other cultures, whatever that is. So,
exactly.
Those kinds of things motivate me, because it's not just growing things and selling them. It's you know, bringing the culture along with it, promoting good health. And then also, I think that you can tell there's a history behind everything that we grow here, especially that is ethnic to Africa.
Yeah.
You know, and so it becomes an opportunity for me to tell my kids, you know, where I come from and the things we used to do back then when we deal with these kinds of crops, or we do these kind of activities. And I think it also is an opportunity to teach our children values. You know, ethics. It's an opportunity to also let them know that, you know, there are different opportunities to create something of your own, something that you're passionate about. You can be able to live up to your potential, the things you want to really do for yourself.
Exactly.
You know, I did my 9 to 5, I did that, and I was done with it, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm doing me.
All right.
And I love me. It takes the support of the community, right?
Yeah.
It takes people to value it. It takes people to support it. It takes people to acknowledge, to say, hey, this is a good thing.
Yeah.
Let's come up together as a community and see how we can be able to support these families so they can grow these things that we love to eat, right?
Exactly.
So it takes that. We've seen that in other communities. And I know it's a challenge in our community for us to support each other so we can grow, right? But I think that, you know, we still have that opportunity in this case and many other cases. In your community, wherever you are, you know, go support your African businesses, you know, go there, shop there, support them, give them good advice, give them ideas, you know.
Yeah.
We welcome ideas here at Better Greens LLC. If you have some ideas, please throw them at us. BetterGreensLLC.com. Check us on Facebook, Better Greens LLC, and reach out to us. You know, we have our contact there, phone number, emails, bettergreensllc@gmail.com. You can reach us that way as well. So we welcome your advice, and you can comment to this video. We'd like to know what you think about this. We'd like to also know what questions you might have about, you know, the things that we grow here. Some ideas of different things that you used to eat growing up in Africa, right? That we probably may not know about it, and you want us to grow those. Please, we welcome those. We want to collaborate. We want to reach out to other businesses, especially the African grocery stores. We want to reach out to them and say, hey, you know, carry our products. You know, I think that people want to have access to this, and I think you create that access point, and we want to work with you. We want to collaborate with you, and so reach out, please. We are here. We are open. We are affordable, but above all, we care about you and your health, and the fact that you can eat good food today.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
At Better Greens.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah.